Hey, what up? I wasn't sure I'd have much content for the channel. We've pretty much just been living around Phoenix at this point. We have several groups of family in town, so we've been spending a lot of time with them, and I don't want to interrupt that time by filming. However, I saw in the forecast for Tuesday, this past Tuesday, ahead of time that it was supposed to be pretty windy, like up to 40-mile-an-hour gusts. So we kind of saw that a few days ahead of time, and perhaps maybe that was a little bit of foreshadowing for how that day would end up going. Now I ended up taking that day off. Kind of ended up being a busy day. Laura had a tattoo appointment. I had to drive family to the airport. So I took that day off, dropped Laura off, took the family to the airport, picked Laura back up. All that went as normal, as you'd expect. And then we got back to the campsite, and I had a dentist appointment for 3 p.m. that day. I had chipped a tooth, so I needed some work done. So I left for that appointment, and I'm getting some work done on my teeth, and Laura sends me this video. Laura really didn't know what to do in that situation, but eventually, luckily, Allie woke up from her nap and started barking and chased him off. Now, we also had our solar panels laying down because of the wind that day, so they wouldn't blow over. So they got stepped on quite a bit. Luckily, we found out they're very durable solar panels, not a scratch on them. But they did do this to the Starlink. The electronics were relatively unharmed, except for one connector that I noticed was detached, which I later found out controls the motion. So it can't auto-adjust itself anymore, and it can't stow, but it does still work for now. It does still work for now, but I have a ticket in with Starlink to get a replacement dish. It's now Saturday, and they haven't gotten back to me yet. So if you're going to get Starlink, don't expect them to have good customer service. But hopefully eventually I can get that ticket answered, and I can figure out how to get a new dish. But turns out the cows would be an ongoing issue. Gone get. Actually, as I'm recording this, they're right behind me. So my farm kid instincts kicked in, and I went to a Tractor Supply and got a portable fence set up. Some poly wire, some step-in posts, and an electric fencer. And this is what I put together. Voila. And that'll be small enough to pack away in the rooftop box for when we're traveling again. But I'm sure we're going to need it more than just this time. So I did buy a small electric fencer. I haven't hooked it up yet. Just because I think just the fence and the bags that I put up would be enough to deter them from crossing the line and stepping on our equipment. Haven't really fully tested that theory yet. Actually, like, we just saw them and they were coming in, but I couldn't just let them come in, so I stopped them. Well, actually, Cider stopped them. I didn't get that on video, but Cider chased them. Not chased them. Let him knew where the line was. And the dogs are used to cattle. They've been around cattle. They've been to my parents' farm. They know what to do around cattle and kind of put them in their place as long as they're not sleeping. And when I put the fence up, Cider walked around the fence, so hopefully the cows end up doing the same thing. So that's the story of how this week's been going. So, keep you posted. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.